Hey, Peter Sun here and welcome to another video. Today I want to talk about how to avoid becoming the victim of the big mistakes that people make when doing their first development, or their first real estate investment. So, say you want to own your own home or investment property debt-free in 2 years or less, or maybe even have 5 to 10 properties debt-free and create a passive rental income of $2,500 to $5,000 per week in 5 years or less. Now, is this possible or is this just a pipe dream? Well, believe it or not, yes, this and a lot more is possible if you are a developer. Because developers are like the kings of real estate. They're the top dogs who drive the best cars, they live in the nicest homes, they travel first class. They are the opportunity creators of the real estate world. In other words, they create opportunities for others to buy finished real estate that they hope will make them rich. Now, the kind of would-be real estate investors, like the mums and dads, the first home buyers, and basically all the lazy people who do not, have the belief or the desire to do this and do this for themselves and learn how to do this and create these opportunities and profits for themselves and for others. So they're the ones that think that you have to save and work for 35 years to own their own family home and maybe an investment property or two, if they're lucky. I know that if you're reading this, right, then this is not you. You want to be the top dog, the one driving the fancy car and living in that flashy home. You want what most people will only dream of. Well, congratulations, because developing is a lifetime adventure and is very addictive once you taste success. But before you can be a success in the development game, you have to know what are the traps and the pitfalls and indicators that the markets are oversupplied and overheated, and the development rookies are going to be taking a bloodbath, and hopefully that's not going to be you, right? You want to be one of the ones that's actually making the money. So if you speak to anyone who's been around the development business for a few decades, they're going to tell you that the first sign of trouble is usually a sharp increase in beginner and inexperienced investors, speculators, and developers who enter the real estate market for the first time, and they start competing for the development sites with the other more experienced developers. And what happens next is a steep rise, in prices being paid for developer land and properties suitable for development, together with an equally rapid, fall in the profit margins. And that leads to bigger risks, being taken on by people who've got the least amount of experience and developing sites on a much smaller margin of error. So what happens next is you get a flood of new developments at higher prices. Construction costs go up because the builders and suppliers put their prices up due to increased demand. Buyers start to run out. Demand drops. Purchase incentives like, guaranteed rental yields, furniture packs, deposit assistance start coming into the market. And basically projects become unprofitable and have to be sold down in a falling market at the wrong end of the property cycle. What happens then is sites and projects fail to sell, mortgagee sales and bank positions increase, and the rookie developers are wiped out and experienced developers start buying land and sites again. And the whole cycle starts again. Now, this is why financiers are very reluctant about dealing with first-time or inexperienced developers, and you've got to know how to approach them. These scenarios happen time and time again, and the more experienced developers, they know the signs well in advance. Now, for you as the newcomer to the developing business, the important thing to remember is that you don't know what you don't know. So if you accept this, you can move forward and actually learn the steps to increase your chances of success and less stress in your first development. So, and this is what we teach you in some of our other videos. So until the next time, happy developing. And, we are Australia's #1 real estate education program. And the reason we're #1 is because the quality of our education is, we cover all aspects of making money from property, including, how to own your own home or investment property, debt-free in 2 years or less. Also how to avoid the traps, the pitfalls, the mistakes that most people make when buying their first property. And our education is completely unbiased because we don't sell any properties to our students. Now, we also have a lot of resources and support available to our students across Australia and New Zealand. Now, secondly, we are the only education business that allows our students to actually partner up with us and create instant cash flow by helping us to promote and market our real estate education programs and seminars and make up to 83% profit margins. Now that means our students can make $5,000 profit on a $6,000 program, which gives them the income and cash flow to be able to fast track their real estate, investing and lifestyle goal. So if you want to get access to our 5-part video series, which basically reveals how you can generate fast cash flow in the real estate investing education business, and learn the secrets why some people are building how some people are building their real estate portfolio, for how they find massively undervalued properties and own their own home debt-free faster than they ever thought possible, valued at $97, then click the link below this video to get instant access to this valuable resource, and I'll see you on the other side.